Well, geez, Ed really kicked it out of the park with that one. That's kind of a tough act to follow. Tom Golisano founded PAYCHEX over 40 years ago with just $3,000 and an idea. But it was a great idea. And that was making outsourcing payroll easy and affordable for small businesses. I'm sorry, was I not supposed to start with the PAYCHEX story? That is what they taught us in Rochester, right? In the end, I just want to make sure I pass the entrance exam and keep my job. I'd really like to start out by telling you a little bit about myself. I am very proudly a product of the beautiful metropolitan that is Buffalo, New York. And before anyone asks, yes, I am a Bills fan, yes, I am a Sabres fan, and I will be for life. My love of Buffalo sports teams actually played a role in my decision to come to PAYCHEX. A lot of you may not know this, but our esteemed founder, Tom Golisano, saved my beloved Sabres from bankruptcy several years ago and was until recently their owner. Speaking of Buffalo, if I remember correctly, the Rookie of the Year from 2 years ago, Brad Smith, was also a Buffalo native. Hey, Brad, where are you? Hey, 2 out of 3 isn't too shabby, is it? We Buffalonians might not be great at winning Super Bowls, but we can sure as hell sell some payroll. I have to tell you how truly humbled and honored I feel to have the opportunity to speak in front of such an incredibly successful group of salespeople. I guess in the words of John Foley, I would say, I'm glad to be here. Honestly, look around you. Everyone here is a superstar in their own right. We've all dealt with the vagaries of the payroll world. I know I certainly have. I have had a CPA literally run away from the sheer sight of me. I have knowingly slipped into buildings that are clearly marked no soliciting and have subsequently been escorted out by security. I have even locked my keys inside my car directly outside of an accountant's office, and to make things even worse, my manager, John Easton, was on a ride along with me. But those are the negative moments a salesperson must face to succeed. Dealing with adversity and even embarrassing situations, yet ensuring that we ultimately come out on top. As we all know, success of this job does not come easily. The following is a collection of 4 ideas, philosophies, and partnerships that contributed to my achievements last year and will continue to contribute to my future success. Number 1, I learned very early in my professional career that you only get one reputation, and you need to protect it ferociously. One shortcut, one moment of laziness, indifference, or cruelty can shatter your reputation in someone's eyes forever. For that reason, my constant goal is to leave positive first impressions and never burn any bridges. You never know when someone might affect your business, whether they be a CPA, a banker, a client, or even a gatekeeper. I refuse to ever enter into a situation where someone within my territory decides not to use PAYCHEX because of something I did or didn't do to a colleague of theirs. Our territories are far too small to surround ourselves with anything but allies. Number 2, one word, operations. Most importantly, your NCS, but not just limited to them. I pride myself on the fact that I've developed a great, sincere relationship with the majority of the operations team in my office. A special thanks out to my NCS, Suzanne Reining. I wouldn't be standing here today without her support. Make sure you always take advantage of the fact that we have such a tremendous operations team. Number 3, use yourself as a differentiator. In the end, a small business just wants to work with someone they can count on. Tell them that they can count on you, and remain accountable by following through on that promise. Will this produce more work for you? Absolutely. But you can make that extra work profitable. Every time I help a client with something, big or small, I ask for a referral. Commit yourself to asking for a referral as much as possible. I promise you, the more you'll ask, the more you will receive. Now, there's an easy and a hard way of consistently passing your quota. The former has a lot to do with the old saying that 2 heads are better than 1. I'm talking, of course, about our partners. Bring them with you on appointments and CPA calls. Let them help you expand your product offerings, your knowledge, and subsequently, and most importantly, your revenue. I'm fortunate to have the best group of partners any core rep could ask for. Kurt Cushing, Lisa Havel, Mike, Carol, Lourdes, Aaron, Marcos, John Marshall, Abby Krause, and Kurt Silvers, just to name a few. I promise you that more than a few of them will be standing in front of their respective divisions, giving similar speeches this week. Now to my most important partner and DSM, John Easton. I couldn't have asked for a better manager. John laid the groundwork for my success and was instrumental in my path towards winning Rookie of the Year. We speak at the end of each day, reviewing my appointments and sales for the month, discussing strategies, mistakes, and of course, successes. I always feel more focused and motivated after speaking with John. So John, thank you so much for all your help. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, John, maybe it should be you that should be thanking me. Being a new father, I'm sure your wife, Andrea, would never have allowed you to enjoy this trip without such a good excuse. I will never forget sharing this award with you, just as your wife will never let you live down taking a trip so soon after the big day. I feel as though I'm a true testament to the fact that any one of us could be standing here today. If you commit yourself to winning every month, it's exactly what you can achieve. Forget quota. Aim for over 10 units and at least 20,000 in revenue. I promise you, the higher your goals, the greater your successes will be. It's been a great year. I can't say I've ever experienced anything like the excitement of standing in front of you all today. To know my hard work has paid off and I can enjoy this incredible trip with the best group of salespeople in the world is an unbelievable feeling that I'll never forget. Thank you so much for listening. I'd like to finish in the other language of my territory. Que vosotros todos tengan un año 2012 increíble. Viva PAYCHEX. Have a great 2012. Long live PAYCHEX.